I went in to the front line and out more than once. I went in with my colleague and comrade Rami Sabri, who's a member in the same party I belong to. And we were there aiding medically, but we were also bringing rugs to the front line and assisting in protecting, holding the metal boards that were being held to protect and secure the ones behind us who are kind of throwing towards the line where the Ikhwan and the Salafis are. I asked him to leave. I was actually more concerned that he, as a Christian, would be more vulnerable than I am if he gets caught by the Salafis and the Ikhwan. It took them a minute, and then they were like, we had 40 people around me and 40 around him. They dragged us away from each other. I could hear him, he could hear me, I'm sure, but we couldn't see each other anymore. They started hitting and using sticks and using their own hands and using sometimes their shoes. I was wearing a helmet and a waterproof jacket for the mucogel we use, the liquid we use, and I was covering my half of my face because of the tear gas bombs. So they couldn't see that I discovered in a minute that they couldn't realize I'm a woman. They started sexually harassing me from behind while they were thinking I'm a man. And then in a minute or two, they started discovering that I'm not getting the injuries on my head they want me to get because I'm wearing a helmet. So they took it off, and while taking it off, they discovered I'm a woman. Another wave of sexual harassment continued, grabbing me from the front and everything. And then when I screamed saying I'm being touched, I don't want anyone to touch me, I was going with them. I knew that going with them resisting will make me get beaten more, so I was going with them. It was no point to resist at that moment, that they are actually kidnapping me, that's it.
I went and was staying in a corner, and they were attacking our side, the Muslim Brotherhood and the Salafists. At some point, our side really went back. They couldn't resist more, and they took the place. And I was just staying, so I thought they won't hurt me. Even if they see me, they won't hurt me and they won't cause any harm. When they saw me, they started threw stones on me while I was staying. I did not move, I did not talk. One of them saw that I am a girl, so he said, it's a girl, don't throw anymore. So the guy who was throwing, he came by my side and he grabbed me from my hair and he delivered me to them. A huge angry crowd. They were insulting me, beating me, and they took me. I was locked in a gas station to protect me. And they were putting me in there to protect me from the angry crowd outside. And they started, after beating me and harassing me in this crowd, sexual harassment. When they were sexually harassing me, it was not one by one, for example, and it was not something personal, but it was in a huge crowd. Some of them were just fingering my ass while marching to the gas station.
The ones inside were mostly Ikhwan, as they have introduced themselves. Mostly Ikhwan and people who are organized within the Ikhwan, and very few Salafis inside the custody. The ones inside kept coming to interrogate me, and each one of them was always introducing himself, saying where he is from, to which section in the Ikhwan does he belong, and what is exactly his name. I think they shared such information because they do believe arrogantly that nothing would happen to them, that they will not be held accountable, that they don't care that I go out. Some of them believed I would never go out because of the Salafis and how they were reacting. But because they've already told the Salafis that I had Molotov and that I killed 10 of them. and they were calling by the name of the martyrs for my death. They were insisting that I have to be killed here, especially when they discovered that I'm a Muslim woman. Some Salafis jumped from above the electricity block and grabbed me from my hair and took me and pushed him away and said, "You're not taking her. She's our ghanima, our booty."
I am for them a prostitute, a whore in the street, coming from the thugs' side. So why not to break her? They grabbed me from my hair for long distance, yes. And even after I was in the middle of all the crowd, they were grabbing me from my hair. Someone, for example, was having like a small cane, he was beating me. So I told them, just remember well that you are beating me, you took my ID, you took my cell phone, and I've been harassed. In your protest, you guys who know God and who are talking by the name of God and Islam.
I was dragged more aggressively towards where they want me to go. I didn't see exactly where at that moment. I was held for like 6 hours or 5 hours or something. The ones a bit sympathetic, like the doctor, were always asking me, "Why were you there? You're a woman, why were you there?" When I was in the hospital, I understood my injuries needed stitches on the head, and I had bruises on all my body and a swollen face, of course.
The political use of sexual assault is intended to strip women and men of their sense of dignity and personal value. But those we spoke to insisted that they have all but lost their spirit of resistance.
I'm insisting, and I did already participate later in protests, and I'm insisting on going on the street and continuing, of course.
I would like to stop all these criminal acts happen to me. I don't want them to happen or repeat to any other human being. Definitely, I will go down and take part in any protest against Muslim Brotherhood because simply I don't want such people ruling my country.
It's awful and shameful to get harassed, and you feel broken. I will not let them to get in my way.
I did not stop protesting after this. I kept going, and I'll keep going.
They will not be able to prevent us from taking part in demonstration. They are not able to intimidate us. Nothing will stop us.